you should tell everybody the first time when we went to train.
So what was the questions you about to ask him? We about to move on.
It seems like we got something else to talk about. What happened? Seems like we got something else to talk about.
So I remember the first time, right? I remember I was boxing and Alex was like, yeah, I kind of want to go, Aro. I was like, all right, let's go.
Hold on, before Ross continues, I didn't know I had graves. I'm gonna put that out there. I was skinny as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
So then we pull up upstairs and right, Chordale teaching him how to like wrap his hands and stuff. He was like, yo, Chordale, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't really in top shape like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been working out, you know what I'm saying? I've been working out, but I ain't in top shape.
Give it a heads up.
Yo, we start with the jump rope, right? So I think we did like 3 rounds of 2 minutes. The second jump rope, Alex said, whoo.
Ross, let me get your water.
Hey, this is the XenHouse podcast. We're here for episode number 31.
3-1 already?
We're moving.
Yeah, we flying, boy.
It's your boy, the one and only Des Hines.
It's your boy, A. Joe.
And your boy, Ross B.
All right.
I'm good. I'm Gucci.
All right. He wasn't being
I'm
white
Gucci.
today. All right.
It still sounded suspect to me.
Yo, so today on episode 31, we got a special guest.
Special.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've known this dude since he was a bad little kid running around trying to fight people at the high school, playing basketball. He thought he was nice back then, right?
Lefty.
I remember we used to try to get him to like play football and stuff like that, but it wasn't his thing. You know what I'm saying? But he was nice. He was nice at basketball. He's from the town, obviously.
Legend already. Set up standard.
Yeah, and he's set the standard, I think, for people from the town, and he kind of built up what he wanted to be outside of the village. You know what I'm saying? He came from the village and stuff like that, and you know, like he wants to be successful, and he's trying to teach our youth to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And like, who wouldn't want that? You know what I'm saying? So like, they call him the gift. We're gonna go into more details about why they call him the gift. You know what I mean? My man is 19-1 right now. Got a bunch of knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado.
He crossover.
Yeah, What's going on? He playing basketball in the boxing ring.
Still playing basketball. You know, Stamford High to the boxing ring.
It just goes to show you how, you know what I'm saying, like everything that you learn from when you're younger, you just gotta continue to build your legacy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm super happy for him. I'm super proud of him because, you know, back when we saw him in high school, I was like, damn, yo, this dude is a little troublemaker. You know what I'm saying? But now it's different. You know what I'm saying? He's different now. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, Chordale the Gift Booker. Yeah.
No. My dog.
Welcome, my man.
Welcome, big dog.
Thank you. Podcast, yo.
Yeah, so, you know, we just wanted to get you on here, obviously, because of all the things that you've been doing. You know what I mean? And, like, we always have conversations and stuff like that. Like, you know, while we training and stuff, a lot of people don't hear the close conversations you have. But, like, give us a rundown of what the gift means, right? Why you got that name and why you still have that name till this day.
So it first started out with me the gift was just a name, like, oh, I got a gift of boxing. And the gift of boxing was like keeping me out of jail. It started out just from that.
I told you he was bad. Okay.
He said it himself.
It quickly changed. When Judge White was the judge, and in the court case that I had, and I went to the Golden Gloves, and I won the Golden Gloves, and he was one of the judges for my court case, and he was the judge when I was boxing.
Oh, wow.
So it just quickly changed to that, like, wow, like, I really just got a gift. Then it just transitioned more into the kids.
Right.
Because now that Judge White gave me this break, I felt like, all right, now I owe it to these kids. Like, all right, let me not watch them go down the same path. So I just started doing that outside. I went back to, I was doing it before I was even a part of the youth program.
Right.
I was just going outside like, yo, y'all gotta chill out here. Like telling them just cool.
Relax.
Like you don't need to like prove anything to anyone.
Right.
Just chill. Y'all bugging. And then Ahmad gave me a space, to be a head coach for the youth program for like, I probably was like from 19 to about till now actually. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
But we got another
same spot.
young boy who's like, coaching them, Cam. He coaching them now. But I'm still there.
Right.
Just like in the gym with them. But he's really their head coach. But
that's loyalty,
just
though.
presence is felt.
Yeah,
that's loyalty too. If you think about it, like same thing we kind of went through, right? Like he's been with Ahmad since you were 19.
Yeah.
You're
How'd you
31.
link
You're
up
31 now.
I linked up with Ahmad because I wanted to box. But at that time, we had, it was so much beef between each side of town. So I never really wanted to come to the South End because we had just got issues with them. So, but then eventually I was like, man, whatever. I don't care. Like, this is how I want to change my life. And if they either got to get with it or, like, I'll just explain it to them. Like, yo, listen, we going to have a problem with me coming here, then we're going to have a problem. Because this is what I'm doing to change my life.
Yeah.
So,
That's dope, man. So what made you want to become a boxer? Because you were playing basketball, right?
yeah.
Like, what happened, right, that you were like, nah, I'm gonna start boxing. I'm gonna start
Well,
boxing.
I always loved boxing. Combat was always like my first choice. Like anytime I got upset about it,
We know.
we know. So like that was like my
Protect the
thing.
jaw.
Hey, for the record, I know you said he's 19-1.
That boy,
but
50
he
and
got
1.
He got a couple wins.
And the street,
In the streets, he got a couple wins.
Them
man.
joints count.
He got a couple wins. There's a couple wins out there that's not accounted for.
Jimmy J always say that. Every time I see Jimmy J, he like, man, only if people knew your record outside.
Jimmy J was just in here too the other day.
Or that's what's up. Yeah, boxing was just, it was something I wanted to do from a young age, but we just didn't have, there was nobody doing, no gyms open like that. So
That's true.
it was hard for somebody to really give me what I needed at the time. So it was just like, all right, those are the only way I know how to outlet is fighting, then I'm just gonna fight. If there was a boxing gym, I would have turned out a lot different. I probably would have just been like national champ when I was like 12, 14. But we didn't have that. There was nothing here. So when Ahmad came, it was something new.
Different.
Like I needed that.
Yeah. So aside from boxing, who you compare yourself to on the basketball court?
Everybody who got into fights. Ron Artest.
Ron Artest, number one.
Ron Artest got to be like Ron Artest, Stack.
Oh my
You feel
goodness.
me? Yeah, people like that, man. It's just like,
Aggressive.
you wasn't gonna walk all over them. Draymond Green.
Yep.
Right.
You're not gonna walk all over them. They not the best player on the team. They ain't the best player on the team, but they always gonna show up. They gonna give you 100.
Right.
Always
They
give
gonna
you
scrap.
everything.
They gonna scrap. Good.
And they always gonna give you 100. They're never gonna chump down. It's just
That's how it's supposed to be,
like
regardless. And that's why dudes are how they are now.
That's a fact.
You got to keep being the same person every day.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like you should tell them about the first time. You should tell everybody the first time when we went to
What
train.
So what was the questions you about to ask him? We about to move on.
It seems like we got
We about
something
to
else
move
to
on.
What happened?
Seems like we got something else to talk about.
We'll be right back.
Yo,
Ain't
so
nothing
I
to
remember the first time, right? I remember I was boxing and I'll always be like, all right, fellas, I'll be back. Like, I got a session with Chordale, so it's me and Yoli. And I'm like, yo, we got a session with Chordale real quick. And you know what I mean? We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? So Alex was like, yeah, I kind of want to go, Aro. I was like, all right, let's go.
Hold
So
on,
then
before Ross continues, I didn't know I had Graves. I'm gonna put that out there. I was skinny as fuck.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Listen,
right?
Graves is
So
a
he was
determinant
like,
factor.
This is when y'all was on Pacific. Do you remember this? So then we pull up upstairs and right, Chordale teaching him how to like wrap his hands and stuff. He was like, yo, Chordale, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't really in top shape like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been working out, you know what I'm saying? I've been working out, but I ain't in top shape.
Give it a heads up.
Yo, we start with the jump rope, right? So I think we did like 3 rounds of 2 minutes. The second jump rope, Alex said, whoo. That's what
Ross, let me get your water. Let me get your water.
He said, yo, I'm gonna need some of this, yo. So then now, right, we start on the bags. So now we get to the drill where you gotta go 30 seconds hard, like punches, right? And then the second 30 seconds, you just gotta touch the bag.
Move.
Man, when I look back after the second round, I look back, Alex on the ground. I'm sure I got the video too.
Please, we gonna cut that. We gonna cut it out.
Yo, Alex was on the ground hurt. So I turned around, Chordale like, yo, what's going on? And Alex was like, yo, that has to be the hardest workout I ever done in my life. The hardest.
I don't think we
Nah,
gonna realize.
hold on. Before we get into detail with this shit, all right?
Okay.
First off, Chordale pulled the phone out and said, I ain't never seen you like this.
Facts.
That's how you know it's real, all right? First off, I had graves. Second off, I got
You
graves.
definitely got the film too.
We gonna need that.
Yo, we got.
And third off, I got graves, all right? So the graves fucked me up. I lost 47 pounds in a month. I lost it all.
Yo,
All
it's
right? So I wasn't him.
He was on the
But
floor.
right now, I'm back. I can do it. What's up? We do a workout right now. Des, don't talk. You got
It
asthma.
don't matter.
got
I'm
asthma.
still better than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Let's get a ring,
I
yo.
think it's that time.
There's still workouts, but he still haven't finished.
That's a true fact.
But anyways,
I'm finished. They gone, though.
anyways, a question I have for you. All right, let's say you line up a fight. No, to transition into this, based on what you're saying with this, I feel like people don't realize how long
Oh, my
3
goodness.
minutes is.
Oh, facts.
They think like, oh,
That's easy.
that's easy. I can get through that. Explain how hard it is to do a full fight, 3 minutes per round, mentally and physically on the body.
I mean, most people think they can. Most men. Women are a little more logical. Men always think like, oh, I could do that. I could do 3 rounds of boxing. And they really don't understand because the unit of time of 3 minutes doesn't seem long
Right.
in certain aspects.
Right.
But when you getting punched in the face, hitting the body,
And you got to
trying
defend
to
yourself.
trying to punch back, move around the ring, think about what shots is coming at you, what shots are gonna hurt you, which ones you gonna give up, which ones you're not gonna give up. It's just a lot, and everybody should try boxing just to see. Just
Agreed.
to see. Everybody should try to do a boxing workout, see where you at, because you're gonna attack everything in life the same way you attack a boxing workout.
Yep. And I think, and we're trainers, we train every sport. I would say, personally, I think boxing is probably the hardest form
Hands
of
down.
training
Hands down.
with all
that you've ever
sports.
done.
With
for
all
sure.
sports.
Because it doesn't matter how good in shape
Yes.
you think you are, right? This dude, I remember we did a ton of sessions, but like we come in feeling good, and he like, oh, you
that's
feeling good?
Humble.
this.
Humble button.
Yeah, humble.
Nah, but I did SEAL workouts in college. That shit and boxing,
Oh, yeah.
top 2
Well, I mean,
ever.
sports-wise, Navy SEAL, that's on a different level.
I will never. I respect boxers and this Navy SEAL
yeah.
training. Different worlds, yo. If you think you in shape, humble yourself. Go
Go to a
box.
boxing workout.
You gotta go to the right spot because I ain't gonna lie. Some boxing spots is a little. They're not really doing.
Well, there's different types.
There's
of
different
boxing
types. There's like the
workouts.
boutique joints,
Yeah.
right? And then you got the ones that dudes are really training. Like you go to some boxing studios I've been to where they don't got the clocks going every 3 minutes like a real round. Like
Right.
some of them they just, all right, let's hit the bag. 1, 2, 3. It's like nah, but Revolution, huh?
Yeah, you gonna train.
You gonna train for real.
Fighter, like a real
And that's
fighter.
how it should be. That's how it should be all around if you really want to step in the ring at some point or overall challenge yourself, right? At the end of the day, like what we do here, we try to challenge people.
Yeah.
It's not don't come in here, waste your parents' money, waste your time, and waste our time. Same concept when it comes to boxing.
Well, I think people get intimidated sometimes So they slide to the other side of it because it's less intimidating. But we're not built like that. So,
But it's put some respect on boxing,
yeah.
especially those that think they could box or fight, let alone.
Yeah.
Because
Like
like you
a
were
lot of
saying,
people like that. It's a lot of people like that. Be screaming at the TV, should have did this, should do that.
everybody got a plan until they get hit.
But they, they don't know the first thing about boxing, so it's just everybody got an opinion.
Yeah, that's one of the issues when it comes to that. I feel like, especially NFL,
sports.
people sit down and watch players be like, "Oh, you suck." Oh man, you watching him?
Right.
Yeah.
Who sucks?
Yeah.
Not saying you suck like that, but you can't do what he's doing.
Right. So
Not even close.
The first talking about like TV and like real life, like actually seeing it live. The first boxing match that I've ever gone to was yours at Mohegan Sun. So the dude, there was like a couple fights before you came on, right? And I remember we were watching, and Yoli, we're sipping, right? We're watching, and homeboy got hit so hard, bro. Like when they replayed it on the live screen, I was like, damn. Like when you hear it, when somebody get hit, pow! And then you see the sweat coming off a buddy's face, yo. And it was actually your boy too, I think, fought before you from PG Sports, light skinned dude.
Mike Kimball.
Oh my, yo, Mike hit this dude with a 2-piece, pop out, pow. I said, whoa. Yeah,
not for
I
everybody,
said,
I know.
whoa. When you see it on television compared to like in real life, like that joint, it really sets your mind up for what 3 minutes is really like after getting hit that many times. You know what I'm saying? And the body and the face. So like, yeah, talking about that. Ryan Garcia could have got up or not? Or
He could have got up.
He BS.
100% he could have got up.
He BS, right?
That's what you would call like a decision, a business decision. It's either I get up and I finish this out and it plays out bad, or I just stay down so it doesn't get any worse. So just he wasn't that hurt. Trust me, that shot hurt. That shot, he didn't go down because it didn't hurt. He just didn't get up because he didn't. What was to come after that?
Yeah, he knew he was about to.
Yeah,
Them punches was gonna hurt.
So for everybody that was speculating about all that stuff, we asking someone who knows. All right, don't try to, because people got their own narrative. Oh yeah, he was scared. He was that. He
just wanted to make money.
Yeah, well, you got to ask somebody credible. If you're not credible, don't go on Facebook posting. Nobody trying to hear that. We want to hear from.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting him as a fighter. It's just as a fighter, just get up.
Yeah,
just get up. You know what I mean? If it's that bad and you can't continue, you know what I mean. Once you stand up, but at least stand up. You can't stand up after. He stood up right after. The ref waves it off, and he stood right up. So it's like, you stand up and see how you feel before you make that decision of like, yo, can I see if you can continue? Like try to.
Yeah.
So he's really like an online YouTube guy. He's not really like a boxer. That's what Tank was saying. Is like, yo, he feel like he's not.
I feel Tank on that, like, cause he's the one who fought him. But I feel like he's still good enough to he's like
not top tier, but he
can't beat the best guys because they're always gonna always have that edge on him because they all believe that he's just an Instagram fighter. But he's better than just like the average TikToker and YouTuber.
Right.
Like, he'll knock all of them out. So you can't really classify him as a YouTuber or Instagram model, because he will put every one of them to sleep.
Yeah.
So
It's time.
I think it's time.
It's time.
We got questions. We need answers.
Let's get it.
Give you some questions. You just let us know what you got off the top of the head. All right. First one: Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. You got to pick one.
For what?
You got to pick one.
Yeah, there's no requirements like.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad
I
Ali.
don't. Whatever you was gonna say, anyway, was gonna be Muhammad Ali. So
And why Muhammad?
because he's just better than him. And I mean, there's no There's nothing in boxing that they're better than him at. There's nothing in life they did better than him. They weren't a better competitor. He's one of the greatest people to ever live.
Right.
So
You know what I mean?
Like, can't beat that.
You would have had to put somebody else who was like a great person to live next to Ali. They not even close to that.
Okay. If you can go back and give your 18-year-old self a piece of advice, what's one thing you would tell yourself? Record those fights.
What? Stop.
Yo, record this.
Because if we had, we need.
Can you imagine?
We need an Instagram though. If we would have had the gram,
Yo, Cordale would
I
have been
probably
like
would have been in
this.
jail though.
Watch this. That's what would have happened. Exactly.
Nah, we need the gram, yo. But what would I tell myself?
18-year-old Chordale.
That's a tough question.
Just kind of like, I guess just like mind my own business, really. Just focusing on me, as opposed to like, you know, I cared about too many people. So I was always with my boys, but we always was just getting into too much stuff. And if I worried more about what I wanted and what I wanted to do as opposed to the group and making sure everybody was good, then I'd probably be in a better place right now, you know? And most of the people, I probably don't really talk to no more. You know, I talk to them a little bit, but it's not the same. And it's like, I was already trying to do too much as a kid. So just really just like minding my own business.
Yeah. That makes sense. I know that resonates with you.
Yeah, that's the truth.
That's a different episode. Next question. Why the town? When I say the town, I'm talking about Stamford. Why Stamford? When and I mean like fighting, you're always throwing on a Stamford High t-shirt, you're always bigging up that you're from Stamford, Connecticut. Why?
The town, man. I represent the town. That's where I'm from. I want kids to be proud of where they're from. So if they can say like, yo, this dude, Chordale, he's proud, he's on TV and he's proud of being from here, I could do anything from here. Because a lot of people think, oh, because I'm from Stamford, they'll be like, oh, you from Connecticut.
Yeah.
They
automatically throw you out.
So I'm from the town, and I'm from Connecticut, but I'm from the town. I'm from Stamford. I'm not from Hartford. I'm not from Bridgeport. I'm not from where some other people know those places, right? I'm from Stamford, Connecticut. Right. So I just wanted to be clear.
If you don't know, you're gonna find out.
There's people to this day that don't think there's black people in Connecticut.
Yep.
That's a fact.
To this day.
That's a fact. When I was fighting in New York, they used to always, like, when I got there, they'd be like, oh, I got the Connecticut kid. They'd be happy.
Thinking it's gonna be light.
Whoop them.
Thinking it's gonna be light.
Bad. Then it was like, dang. So now it turned into, yo, this kid from Connecticut here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke no more. Yo, the kid, people started dropping out of tournaments. Kid from Connecticut here. It was different, you know? So I kept that with me. Like, let everybody know I'm from the town, from Stamford.
That's dope.
Yeah, I kind of had like something similar. Like when I got to University at Albany, they're like, Connecticut? You from Connecticut? 4440. Everybody getting smacked. And since that day, now you got people from Norwalk going to school in New York. Now you got people from Bridgeport going to school in New York. Now you got people from Westport going to school because now they respect us.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, why you talk like that? Why you do this? Why you always saying man? And you know what I'm saying? They didn't get it.
That's how it works.
Until they had to start respecting me. Now they want to come out here. They want to visit. They want to see what it's like.
What you got? What you got this weekend?
Now they want to move. They want to move to the town. You see what I'm saying? Now they want to move to the town.
You want to raise your kids here? I'm talking all that shit now.
Stay in Vegas now.
Yeah, they think we want to be like them. And it's like, nah, we don't. You know, we don't. We are who we are. Yeah, we're just very close to you guys. So there's gonna be similarities.
Yeah. Well, we're not honestly worried about it. If you want to go to the city, you're gonna go to the city.
Right.
But when you hear, you hear.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just what it is.
Next question. What's your biggest fear? And that it could be
heights.
Life, it could be
heights. Even when I'm talking about VR. If I'm on the cliff on the VR, I'm scared. I'm in the video playing a video game, jump off a building, I'm scared. Heights that's it for me.
So nothing involving boxing.
Nah.
You straight?
Nah. When it come to boxing, like there's no fear. It's just nerves. Like it's always just wanting to produce and
You ain't nervous,
do
you ain't
what I
ready.
said. You know, like what I did in training. It's just nerves. Like, all right, let me perform well. Everybody here for me. Let me make sure I do it the right way.
Yep.
But like fear, heights. Every time I get on a plane, bugging. Be sitting there.
Thinking about
You
life.
sit in the aisle.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Nah, I be in the window because I gotta make sure that we still in the air when we do the turbulence. You feel me?
I would think you would want to be in the aisle if anything.
Nah, I gotta see. I gotta make
Headphones
on.
sure
See what's going
because you
on.
can't see if you in the aisle, you can't see the window. As they close it, so when they drop, I gotta be able to look. All right, we still up here. I'm good. I held this lady hand when we was on the she was bugging too, like I'm like, yo.
Yeah, let's just hold
I'm
hands.
scared.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah,
I was
we
scared.
can't go on a flight together because listen, if we gonna go, we gonna go, and I'm
going.
having fun with it.
We're going, y'all.
We in Temple in college, and dudes, we went on like some type of Spirit airline type bullshit to play Clemson to get our ass whooped. But we on our way there. We on our way there. The plane felt like these chairs. We sitting there like this, and all turbulence happening. And T Knight, he played in the NFL for years, but he was sitting in front of me.
How big it tell you?
T Knight is 6'6", 6'5", 300-something pounds. He's sitting in front of me, our D lineman, and he's terrified of the same thing. Terrified. And we hit bad turbulence. When I'm talking, the fucking captain came on, was like, about to hit. But terrible. So if the mash dropped, just hold it. And he's like, oh no. So I go behind him, and the chair literally, it sounded like this. I go behind this shit, and I start shaking that shit. He's like, yo, chill out. I'm like, yo, my bad, yo. But shit like that, like, I'm like, listen, if we're gonna go, we're gonna go, yo.
Yeah, you gotta have
But
fun.
at the end of the day, I get it. Because
Nah, that would've got me. That
I
would've
know
got me.
too many people that literally like that. Like, they can't, like, I like heights. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but I'm not gonna be like, all right, I ain't going up there. Yeah. Like, I'll go up there, obviously, on the ladder on the fire department and stuff, but like, that shit don't phase me.
Yeah, nah,
Some people, that shit really
It's
does.
real.
10 feet scare people. Like, if you're on top of this roof, would you be scared?
Nah. It's
I know
heights.
people that would be scared of that.
Like big, you talking
Yeah,
about
you're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about up
ice.
there. But I know people that would be scared of standing up here.
Nah. I wouldn't be afraid of to be up there. I
some
feel
people
I-
are like
I
that.
feel
I know
like
a
I
few
jump
people
from
like
over
that.
there.
He ain't gonna make it.
No, I'm just saying, like I feel like I could.
Yeah,
If I,
like
in
it's
a-
stable
in an
enough.
emergency,
It's
I feel like
surviving,
I could jump down, lean on the
Yeah, so
car.
you good.
You know?
Yeah, surviving
But like
somehow.
it's gotta be high enough where it's like, nah.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over if I jump off
Yeah.
and fall off of this. No, I get that.
All right, next question. Why you always messing with Vic, man?
That's a funny question. Yo, Vic, man, like he's just a funny dude. It's like, how could you not mess with him? Like,
First
if
of all,
you,
you
if
beat
you
him
know,
in Madden every time. Why
Yeah,
you
that's-
playing him?
I want to stop, but he won't.
He keep challenging you?
You know how when somebody just beat you in something over and over, you just want to get a win? It's just he looking for that. He's just looking for that win.
The day he gets that win, he ain't gonna let that go. He's not gonna let that
He
go.
played Austin. Austin was talking crazy, right? Austin was talking crazy. He
And
killed.
Vic killed him?
Vic beat
I
him?
think he beat him like
Yeah.
20. Yeah, he beat
Vic
him.
beat
So
other
Vic is
people.
nice.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nice.
He's good
Cause you
enough.
can't be nice and I keep beating you.
True.
Yeah, he's not gonna say
But
he
there's
nice.
levels in Madden. There's
Yeah,
levels.
there's levels of being
you can be
nice.
solid and beat other people. Then there's people that are just beyond. So I don't know.
I'm living in his head rent free.
Should be
Chill
thinking
out.
about it.
Yeah, man. Like sometimes it's just that one person who got your number. And that's me. I'ma step on him every time we get under control. I don't got no respect for
He
him.
feeling it
As
too.
soon as he passed me the sticks, pause, I got no respect for him. I talk to him crazy.
Nah, it
Talk to him.
is
Then
competition.
nah,
It's crazy.
nah, the sleeping when he's
sleeping
sleeping is the
joint, yo?
funniest thing. Yo. You know I'm gonna cut it up and go off and,
Vic
and
be
show
out.
the show.
Yeah.
But that joint is wild.
Vic be sleeping good, boy. He can sleep good.
Don't
dog.
get it twisted though. Vic funny as hell too though.
Yeah.
Vic be
Yeah, don't
killing
let Vic
Cordell.
fool you, yo.
Nah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Vic started that whole like just picking on people at the gym. Like I used to always make fun of people at the gym, but then when Vic came, it just got 10 times worse.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
like
on
it was
another level.
perfect because like now I had somebody who was like me, like always picking at people. So now it's me and him picking at each other all the time. But if one of us get to ripping on somebody, and the other one join in,
And he'd be laughing crazy. He'd be laughing crazy.
So to play off of that, did he have an influence with the garbage man? So you missed one of his nicknames.
the garbage man.
Garbage man, the trash man. Did he have
Nah,
something
nah,
like
he
that?
didn't. That was
he had
yeah,
nothing to do with that garbage man, but he loved it. You know, he had a good time with that. So anything that I wanted to shoot, he was with it.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, Chordale, he was coming at fighters that he wanted to fight.
And they said no,
And if they were
blocked
ducking,
them.
if they were ducking, he was on them. He made videos about them. He called them trash, all that good stuff. And I would say it got a lot of people's attention.
Yeah, dude, I need to really go
bring
hard
that
and
back.
bring it back.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of, like, the reason why I made it was really to, like, show and shed light on, like, how boxing fighters aren't really fighting each other. And there's good fighters like the top level, right? Like there's like Tank and those guys and Shakur, they're fighting each other, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. But then there's this level of like where I'm at, where like I made it on TV, but people don't know me. But then I made it back on TV, but people don't know me. Those guys who haven't been in that spotlight should be trying to fight me. So then when I ask you like, yo, what's up? Let's get a fight.
It's easy.
And you say no to that, it's because you're only trying to fight guys who you know you can beat.
Right.
You go on some of these guys' records and they've beaten only people who have losing records. Guy got 9 wins, 20 losses. Guy got 10 wins, 40 losses.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's just like, that's where I'm saying you're undefeated, but you're undefeated trash because you haven't beat anybody who's good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a new term, yo. That's a new term, undefeated trash.
No, that's what the garbage man was. That's what the garbage man was for.
That's a fact,
I'm saying
yo.
I was talking about undefeated trash. I wasn't talking about fighters who are good and just may have not fought the top level guy in their weight class. I was talking about undefeated trash because you can still be undefeated and still be a garbage ass fighter.
That's a true fact.
100%. You can't say, oh yeah, I'm a great fighter. Then I go and I look at your record and every single person you fought has a losing record.
Yeah. And they're ducking. They don't want to fight somebody that's.
So you undefeated trash, and until you prove otherwise,
They comfortable.
I just
That's
want
what
to
it comes
keep
down
airing
to.
it out. Because now when I put it out there to everybody and you don't say anything, it shows just how much you undefeated trash. Because here I am, I got 1 loss, you undefeated. Show me.
Right.
Come give me my second one. If you really that good, come give me my second
Nah,
one.
you gotta bring it back, man.
Bring that back, yo.
I think nowadays too with social media, it's like
That'd
a part
be
of it
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's a part of the sport. How do you feel about that? Because I know people see what's the
The Paul
name?
brother,
the Paul
whatever.
brothers. Like
I like it.
You like
I like
that?
it. I like it. I like it. I like even what they're doing. I like it because they took away like you don't have to necessarily have the promotion. You just have to promote yourself.
Okay.
And if you can market yourself, then you can make a lane. Ryan Garcia, who did he really fight? You know, he fought good fighters.
Yeah.
But who did he didn't beat a world champion to deserve a world championship fight with Tank
That's true.
to get himself in that position. But he did enough with his followers and everybody else. There was enough kids in the world who believe he could win.
Yeah.
Who
It was
told
a
their
backing.
parents, yo, I want to buy this pay-per-view so I could see Ryan win. And then they saw he lost, but now all those fans know who Tank is.
Right.
So
It was a win-win
it
for
was,
Tank.
yeah,
Strategic,
Tank
dope,
already knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
So without the belt, they both became that much more rich. Don't need a promoter to get them to the next level.
Yeah, they cut out the middleman with
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
the whole
that's
side
what's up.
we don't see.
Tank.
But at the end of the day, if you look at when it comes to sports like that, like boxing is an individual sport, right? But you got your team, but at the same time, you're the only one in that ring.
Right.
You got to promote yourself at the end of the day. Folks will call that cocky. They would say you arrogant, all that shit. Those are people that don't understand
Well, that's
the
how you
business
gonna
side.
sell
And that, yeah, exactly. That's how you got to sell. So folks be like Mayweather. They're like, oh yeah, cocky fucking motherfucker, a little short. But he got money.
Right.
He's winning fights. Every fight he gets into, it's not like he losing.
Yeah.
So yes, you can do that. Muhammad Ali, people will call him arrogant. They will call him a selfish asshole, whatever the case may be. But it's like, who's beating him like that? Who's stepping up to him and showing that he's not the man?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, you could promote yourself like that, but if you could back that up, no one can say shit to you.
It's true fact.
And that, based on what you did the through the legs punch. You also did the Michael
the split.
James Brown.
Oh,
James
Brown.
Yeah. James Brown
This
split.
Nah,
different.
the crossover was crazy.
The
crossover is
crazy.
different.
I
Because his
looked
hands
at
is down.
homeboy. Yeah, I
Yo,
looked at
Buddy really
homeboy.
did I thought he really crossed him up.
Yeah, he crossed him up.
I thought there was a basketball on the fucking on the ring. Shit.
So how do you know, like, I'm pulling this out, or is that like, do you practice that? Do you?
So when it came to the split thing, that was, I actually was, a shout out to my dog Shaq. We was sparring one day, and I'll do like funny stuff, like if he duck, I'll grab him, throw my punch around the back, and I'll be like, go around the back, like just calling out stupid moves, right?
Yeah.
And in the middle of the round, he hit me with a jab, and he did a split. And I said, oh, yo, how'd you do that? Show me how you did that.
Practice.
And so he did the split, right? And he showed me like how he sprung up off the ground. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do that in the fight. So in my mind, I already told myself, yo, I practiced it twice. And I was like, dang, but like my groin is kind of.
You got to be stretched.
So now when I'm in the fight, I knocked dude out, and I knew Kev had my phone on Instagram. And so I looked at the camera, and Kev was cheesing, holding it.
He knew it.
And so I'm like, okay, I gotta give him a show. And it's just in the spirit of the moment, it just came to my mind because I just
gotta
did
put
it.
that clip in
I
right
did it
now.
like that week, so it was just fresh on my mind. And these things just happen. Like I don't really say like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
Nah,
You know,
it's
like
for
that
the moment.
tween thing. I always know like you could get somebody because we all got the same moves, right? Hands up, jab, cross hook, uppercut. I know if I do something off the wall, you gonna look at me like, hold on, what are you doing?
This dude.
So I always just try to give a different rhythm because you can't time something that's not right here because this is what you see this all the time. A jab, cross. You're not used to seeing somebody smack their foot, then throw a punch, go here and then throw a punch. You don't practice, your eyes aren't ready for that because you're used to seeing it that way. So
This dude
I
really
just
knocked the motherfucker out after a crossover.
That's real.
Into the ropes.
Yeah.
I've never seen nothing like that. That was amazing.
I mean, the one thing I can think of is Roy Jones when he doing.
Oh, yeah,
I think Sugar did that. first.
Sugar
yeah.
Leonard, Roy Jones.
Stuff like that. It was crazy.
There was
Roy Jones unorthodox.
Emmanuel Augustus, the Drunken Master. He gave Floyd his toughest fight. You know, if y'all go back and y'all watch that fight, like, cause his rhythm was just totally different from other fighters. Dropping his hands, moving, bopping, and Floyd like trying to think he about to beat her, then he bop back and he come back with a punch. You know, if you get used to one set timing, one rhythm, everybody boxes that rhythm, and then somebody come and box at a totally different rhythm, it's gonna throw you off.
Yep. And last question I have for you: when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
Yo, it's funny. I always say the same thing, man. It's just the kids. The kids, man. That's it. I want them to just, as long as the kids like, yo, I know Core, he did everything to just make sure we had a platform and he wanted us to be in that, like, a better position, I'm good. I just want them to be like, yo, I got somewhere. That's it.
Yeah,
That's what it
dope.
comes down to. It's
Yes.
bigger than you.
So thinking back a little bit too, just based off of that, I remember, I don't remember how many years ago, but you were still at Revolution, and this dude was training crazy, right? And I remember I came in, and he had a boot on, like, Chordale, what's going on? And he was playing basketball. And you tore your Achilles, right? You were playing basketball. So like, and being 19-1 with that one loss, right? Like talk to us about like adversity, right? Like for the kids in the town. Like, how did you get over that? You know what I'm saying? Being at the tip top shape of your life, getting ready for something that could have potentially happened, and then boom, injury. And that's no small injury.
one of the
That's
biggest
boy.
injuries you
Right?
can go
Boom,
through.
injury. And then, you know, like you getting ready for the fight, and then the outcome wasn't what you thought what you wanted it to be. Like, and like the expectations of the fans or people who you thought was in your corner, and they didn't, you know, kind of support you in your loss. Like, what did you feel? Like, how did you get over the hump from that?
To be honest, yo, I just kept going, like just kept doing the same thing. It was not. I didn't really do any. There's no magic to it, you know. Like that's the one thing I want kids to know is like there's no magic to it. You just keep living your life. You just keep living day to day. I seen a lot of like funny stuff happening, but it didn't. It's not like it didn't ever happen to me in my life before, you know. Like you might get into something in the street with somebody, and then everybody act funny towards you. Then,
Right.
So it's not really anything I haven't. It wasn't anything that I didn't go through. It just happened on a bigger platform. You know what I mean? Where you could YouTube that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like everybody could go look it up. That's the only thing that changes from when I was a kid. Is
Kid
that
to
like
now.
it's gonna constantly live there. But at least I could explain it, and people could see like, oh, this happened.
Yeah,
But look, he still kept going.
Yep.
But there's no magic to it. There really isn't. I just kept going. I know what I want. I know it's an obstacle.
Right.
But I don't get fixed on the obstacles, right? Like I'm not like, oh, this is in my way. So let me try to
Just focus on
figure out how to get it. I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna just keep going, doing the obstacles come, they come. I'm gonna just keep going. This is what I want. I don't know I don't know the exact way I'm gonna get there, right? Like if I'm saying like this is the world title, this is what I want. All right, so I gotta fight whoever to get there.
That's it.
I lost this fight. All right, don't stop fighting, you just keep going. So no matter what obstacle came, you wasn't thinking about how I'm gonna get over it. You was like, I'm gonna go through this.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna go straight. Head first.
But that's exactly what
I'm
we
gonna
went
run
through.
straight through this. You're not thinking about don't hit the obstacle. You ain't even worried about the obstacles.
It's gonna come.
Them shits is bouncing off. Cause you just going straight to what you want. You didn't think about the obstacles. Shit is bouncing off you.
That's true fact.
Adversity strikes when you least expect it. It's how you bounce back, or how you focus on being where you are at that present moment. That's going to determine your outcome. Especially if you really got that mindset.
You got that.
That's, at the end of the day, that's what
we
it
were
comes.
just talking about
Yeah.
that,
That
right?
comes down to it's a mentality that most people don't have.
Nah, everybody got it. It's just what
They
you
got it.
just don't
no,
get it
everybody
out.
got it. It's just what you gonna do with it.
Yeah.
A crackhead, if you want that crack rock,
We gonna figure it out. Yo,
You ain't fucking.
tell me
by any means.
a crackhead ain't figure out a way to get the crack.
Yeah.
You're not really a crackhead.
It's just, exactly. You gonna figure out what you want. You
Yeah.
gonna do whatever to get it.
That's a true fact.
Everybody has that mindset. It's just what you gonna apply it to.
That's a true fact.
Everybody got it.
I see what you're saying. So
It's
there's something
everybody-
important to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
willing to
that's
do whatever
my
to-
point.
It's the same concept
You gonna
with-
do whatever to get it.
When folks be like, "Oh, you going extreme," talking about something, would you fight for if your life on the line? That's the same concept. Your life not on the line though, but if you know that's what you need, if your family's stuck in a fucking car, you best believe I'm gonna find a fucking way to break that
To
fucking
get
window
Yeah.
or lift the car by myself.
That boy mean that, boy. You see
Yeah,
that?
that's the next thing. My mom just told you stop cursing.
Listen, mom dudes can't talk. Mom dudes, you can't talk. You be cursing way more than me. But real shit, if your family on the line or something that's really important to you, like you said, you gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
People think they can't figure stuff out. They be like, "Oh, how do you do this? Can you do it for me?" Nah, figure it out. Like, go for it. If that's really what you want, go for it.
Exactly. And that's why I felt like I had to say the crack rock thing. I knew it's like
It's an
man, why
extreme.
bring that up?
But it's just
like,
like,
yo,
it's real.
it puts it in perspective.
Yes.
Like he just said, like, yo, okay, I get what you really saying.
Yeah, I get what
and
you're
it's
saying.
just like, yo, everybody got it.
Yeah. The thing with us, we deal with athletes that say they want this, yo. I want to go D1, but they're not D1 in the classroom. They're not D1 with homework. They're not D1 with
Home chores.
With home chores, they're not D1 with respecting their parents. You're not going D1. That's what I meant by that. But what you're saying is different, but it's real.
It's different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, I was about to say it is different, but it's the same.
It's the same thing,
Because it still applies.
That's what it comes down to, yo. That's real.
Yeah.
I mean, with that being said,
Hey.
yo, when adversity strikes, pull your pants up, put your shoes on.
Let the
What
dog
else,
out.
guys?
Let the dog out.
Brush your teeth.
You already know that. I don't gotta tell you that. Look.
Feel me? I ain't no South Park now.
Your Vic, not get Vic.
Let me see that uppercut. Let me see that uppercut. Okay, turn to the hood. Turn to the hood.
Elbow up. Elbow up.
Yes,
Chordale
sir.
told me that.
And
Come
send
on.
that back foot.
Nah, chill out. Back up, yo. I don't want to hit you.
Hey, y'all want no trouble, y'all.
And with
With that, we signing out. Shout out to Chordale.
Cordell.
Cordell.
Yes.
Tell them your Instagram handle, social media, how people can find you.
You can find me at thegift_7, or you can type in Chordale Booker on Instagram, Twitter, Chordale Booker on Facebook.
Link up, man.
Google my boy.
Hey,
You can
that's
type
it.
Google
That's all I got.
anything. You gonna find him.
Hit them up, yo.
That's what he trying to say. Type my name in.
You got any youth programs going on right now? You going to promote and talk about?
Yeah, we got the youth program always running Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Every kid is accepted. The youth program for the summer camp is going to be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. half-day camp. If anybody wants to sign their kids up, I'll be there. And I have about 4 or 5 other guys who train with me too.
That's dope.
That's dope, man. Let's get it in. Don't wait too long.
All right. Them spots gonna fill up. Mess around.
We appreciate it,
Just
my
like
boy.
it.
Appreciate y'all.
That's it. We here,
it.
boy. We out.
We signing out.
Peace.
Peace.